Senor. Is today Friday?
Today's not Friday.
No, today is Friday.
And it's also the last day of the month.
Wow! How'd that happen?
I guess time flies when you're having fun, right?
And also,
February is the shortest month.
Oh, yeah.
Why do I always forget that?
At least you have the weekend.
Have something to look forward to.
All right, then. Let's get this show on the road.
Showtime! It is showtime. Welcome. It is 6:10 here on Friday, heading into the weekend. And good morning and welcome to those joining us here in the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com, where, by the way, if you follow the channel and subscribe, you do get notification that we're streaming. Cameras are on here at the world headquarters in Armory Square, and then, in this case, live from the loft at the home office. What is happening there, Lisa, in the greater Baldwinsville area?
Oh, not too much. Hanging out. Cleared away some snow with the help of some little people.
Yes.
Yesterday. That was super fun. And, that's about it. I'm looking forward to spring.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say we're in the sprinter phase, winter, spring, sprinter phase. It's all crunchy. But, it's a good thing. And except with spring coming...
Yes.
There is a creepy, crawly, invasive species. The latest warning, Gomez. I can't wait to tell you about it.
Is it murder hornets?
No.
Is it?
It's worse.
Of course it has to be worse. It's America.
It's worse. And you know what else? I think I've seen this thing. I saw one last year.
Is it borer ash beetles?
No. Worse.
Is this also going to kill us? Like none of the others actually did?
It won't kill you, but it will make you scream in absolute terror and horror. And I can't wait to tell you about it during science.
Or is it one of those things, if you didn't see it and didn't pay attention, it wouldn't bother you at all?
No. Because I've seen this thing, and I didn't know what it was. And I thought it was a regular thing, but it's not.
Okay. All right. We will get to that with some science coming up here a little bit later on in the morning. And aside from that, let me see here. It is 30 degrees as we start out, and it'll be in the low 30s today. That's about it. And among other things today, as mentioned, it's the last day of February. Tomorrow's March 1st, and it's also the end of meteorological winter. At least by the weather people's calendars, because they do it month to month. So, we're climbing through it. Wednesday will be in the low 50s, by the way, next week, but kind of a cooler weekend. And I say all that with an asterisk because the Tug Hill could get to 5 to 8 inches of snow tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. We can deal. Let me see here. Mentioning tomorrow, March 1st. A couple of the nuggets here to look forward to during the month of March. Let's see. Daylight savings time starts next Sunday, March 9th.
Yeah.
March 20th, the first day of spring. Selection Sunday coming up on March 16th. For those who are going to be filling out brackets. That's something to look forward to. The Cubs and Dodgers play the first series in Japan for Major League Baseball coming up on March 18th. And then the opening day for everybody else is March 27th.
Okay.
You got the Oscars on Sunday in March.
Yeah.
So a couple of things to look forward to in the next 4 weeks. We got that going for us, which is nice.
Very nice. And you said opening days. I'm pretty sure Yankees have a game that day. That week, like of course they do that week. It's opening week, but there's we were talking about going to a game, and there's a game right in that week.
All right.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Nice. Let me see here. Last night we had a great time at the Coach Red Autry show. Only one left, by the way, next Thursday night, and I'll show it here. I don't know if it's going to show up on the camera here at QSportsTalk.com. Probably not. But it's
like a meme or something? No, a sign? What does it say?
Little kid named Casey drew a picture of me and brought it up to me.
Oh,
although you can't really. You know what? It's on social. Is it starting to focus in a little bit?
A little bit. Does it look like you?
Of course it does.
Yes, it does. I can totally tell that's you.
There's a headphone, and then there's. Thank you, little Casey. That was thoughtful. It was very nice.
Excellent work.
Speaking of hoops, coming up later on this morning at about 7:40, we'll get caught up with one recently retired Hall of Famer who I believe will be traveling here this morning, but has a few moments to get caught up with us. Coach Jim Boeheim at 7:40. We'll ask him all about TBT and the thought that he might return to the courtside there and coach the team that bears his name. So that will be at 7:40 or so. Also, the Crunch, a couple of home games this weekend. Tomorrow night, I believe it's a special game, as they do a lot of these throughout the season, focusing on mental health. And Howard Dolgon will be along, I think, in studio later on, like about 8 o'clock or so. Let me see here, the wintertime NYS RV show is this weekend. We'll hear all about that. It started yesterday, technically, at the fairgrounds. So we'll get that all in there. We've got some celebrating to get to here with some 7 o'clock shots and shout outs. And that's a mouthful right there. So I think we are packed here.
Off and running.
Yes. Again, welcome to those joining us here on camera. You can text in if you'd like it at 605-8874. It is 6:16, and straight ahead, Lisa will have some of the local headlines making the news, including what now?
A local Catholic junior-senior high school is going to have some changes in their near future. Details on that story coming up in your local news headlines.
And a much-needed win for the SU women last night. We'll hear from Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack. Also, some comments from Coach Red Autry from last night's show. And then also J.J. Starling going into tomorrow's game at Virginia Tech. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back.
Go.
All right, good morning, everybody. We'll go grab a couple of clips real quick here.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba.
All right, I'll be right back there.
All right.
in 2025. We're going head to head with every dealer to prove we have the best prices in town, guaranteed, hands down. This month, lease a brand new 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation 4x4.
Ugh, I'm sorry, Todd. I'm sorry you're going through that. That sucks. That is sucky. And I'm sorry that is happening to you. Yeah. So are they little teeny? Are they little marks on your body? Like, Todd, I found this thing. I found this product, and they're meant for like little pimples or imperfections. They're like zip patches. They're supposed to heal them up. They work great on owies, on the boo-boos. They heal the boo-boos. So they might help. It might help heal it a little faster. It like protects it. And there's something in them, man. Yeah, I think they have bigger ones. You know what? I'll get it. I'll show it to you. Hold on. They're they're cheap. They're not expensive, really. And I bet you could find bigger ones. Or they have some that are about the size of your fingernail. They're pretty significant. I don't think they're quite an inch, but that would probably help. Ugh. No, I'm sorry, Todd. That sucks. My mom had cancer and had all kinds of shit done to her. And I understand all that stuff. It's awful. Hold on. I'm going to go get that thing to show you guys. Hi, kids. I'm back. I told you I wouldn't be gone long. But, my chairs. Hold on. Well, Todd, and this is for everybody, really. If you guys want to heal something, if you have a pimple, a boo-boo, if you have a scar that won't heal, like anything like that, it's a blemish on your skin, and you're like, F this, it's driving me crazy. Or like a pimple somewhere behind your ear, on your neck, in a funny spot, in the downtown, stuff happens, I understand. These things are amazing. Oh, you can't see it. It's Acne Patch. And there's another brand called Peach Slices that have other like medical grade stuff that can help you. Anyway, it's Acne Patch. And this one in particular, I'm using this one right now. Not a paid endorsement. I paid for this. I don't get paid for endorsements yet, but can you see the packaging? just so you know what you're looking for. They are clear. And they really help. I'm telling you. It's amazing. There's 4 sizes in the package, but it super helps. You won't be disappointed. You can order them online, or I got mine at Ulta on Route 31, and there is an Ulta at the mall, but it's a mess. It's very disorganized. But the one on 31 is very, very nice and organized and clean. But I also think you can get these at like Target or Walmart. They're everywhere. And it's just the little acne patches in there, like a little piece of silicone with some, I don't know, some good juju on there because they work. Oh, Poppy. Yeah, some of them have hearts and stars and whatever. They work.
Still about 3.5 minutes here.
No, Todd, they help heal stuff too. So if you've got, anything like that, I think it will help you heal. Because I just did it on a boo-boo, and it really, really helped. But ladies, grown-ass ladies, pre and post change, you know what I'm talking about? These things made my life so much easier. And the peach slice ones, those are like top notch. They have a dark spot one that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tell ya.
A minute and a half here.
Okay. Go away.
One minute.
Okie dokie.
Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105 BTO. There, it's Gomez and Company here. Welcome. It is 6:30 right on the stinking button. Do not try that at home. We're starting out today at 32 degrees, and that's about it for the high. We're going to stay right in the 30s, and then same for tonight. Tomorrow, upper 30s, and then something happens on Sunday, high 19. But it's that transitional time of the year, as it is the final day of meteorological winter. March 1st tomorrow. In fact, next Wednesday will be in the low 50s. So we're getting there. Climbing on out of it. Listen for your chance today to win tickets to see Jason Bonham and the Led Zeppelin Evening. We made that announcement earlier in the week. That fantastic show coming to the Landmark Theater on May 6th. Rick DiUlio has been giving away tickets all week long. We gave some away earlier in the week. They go on sale officially today at 10 o'clock at Ticketmaster.com. I do not doubt for a moment that show will sell out. It's a great venue to see Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin Evening. We saw it outdoors at the amp, and it just blew the doors off the place. Even though there are no doors on the amp, it still blew them off the door.
Yeah, but it was amazing. You're right. It is the nearest thing to Led Zeppelin you'll ever experience. I mean, it's just, it's shocking. You feel it. That's how good it is. You
never know when your chance to win those tickets could happen at any time. Lisa, how about some of the local headlines making the news here?
Well, first up, a body was found in the trash on Thursday afternoon in the city of Syracuse. Syracuse police say they discovered the body in a trash can on the 200 block of Hartson Street. Happened around 12:30 p.m. The death is being treated as suspicious at this time, and the investigation is ongoing. An end may be in sight for the prison strike taking place across New York. After 4 days of negotiations between the representatives for the striking corrections officers and officials from the Hochul administration, it appears a tentative deal has been reached. Approximately 10,000 workers who walked off the job in the prison conducted the strike without their union's approval. Therefore, if a deal is reached, each of those striking individuals has to agree individually to come back to work. The striking corrections officers have been calling for safer working conditions and for the HALT Act, which restricts the use of solitary confinement, to be repealed. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Syracuse has confirmed the rumored closure of Bishop Grimes Junior Senior High School in a letter to the community Thursday afternoon. Specifically, the diocese said Bishop Grimes Junior Senior High School and Bishop Ludden Junior Senior High School would consolidate with a merged school at the Ludden campus on Fay Road in Syracuse. The joint school would be called Bishop Ludden Grimes. School administrators at Bishop Grimes are encouraging concerned community members to contact the superintendent of Catholic schools at the diocese. Bishop Grimes will close at the end of this year, and the new combined school will open in the fall of 2025.
Yeah, I know that's always rough when that kind of thing happens. I know a lot of Bishop Grimes people around town, and it's a small school, and that's why they like the small class sizes, etc. Yeah, very loyal, very passionate alumni based there, and I know that's a tough day for Nando. Well, I think Bobcat Goldthwait and Tom Kenny, they're Bishop Grimes guys.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, but they're combining the schools, so it's just some schools closed. My Catholic high school is now closed.
Yeah, well,
so it's
the building is for sale. If anybody has a great idea for a business to be housed in former Bishop Grimes High School when it closes here eventually. We'll raise a toast here to those alumni in the family from the Bishop Grimes community.
Yes. So, and that's a look at your local news headlines.
Sports, we'll start SU basketball last night. We were at the Coach Red Autry show at Carrabba's Italian Grill at the Fayetteville Town Center, and Coach Red offering up final thoughts on the game, the win against NC State the other night.
Beginning to end, I thought we controlled the game. I thought, offensively we got the ball where we needed to get it to, and I thought we shared it and played well out of it. And I thought, everyone kind of collaboratively had their moments that kind of got us through. I thought JJ ended the game for us really well. I thought Jair got us going in a moment, and then I thought Eddie, filled in a little bit, and everyone else, the supporting cast. I thought Lucas Taylor hit a huge three in the first half, that was big, and I thought Chris Bell gave us a good lift as well.
And Red mentioning J.J. Starling, what a good second half. He appeared with Brian Higgins on the 3-1-5 about the game and getting the win against NC State.
It felt really good, especially in the way that we got that win. I feel like we played really together, and that's what we've been preaching. And we fight like we came out and executed.
On the road tomorrow against Virginia Tech. That the game is noon tip-off. Our game day coverage tomorrow starts at 10:30 here on the flagship station for SU basketball, TK99 and TK105. The SU women on the road last night at Pittsburgh and getting a spot in the ACC tournament with a win over the Panthers. Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack after the game talking about who stepped up, especially the seniors.
The biggest thing I saw the seniors do was surrender to a freshman. Shai got the ball, they gave her the ball, and they just got the heck out the way and let her do what she had to do. And they started going to a freshman. They're understanding that, you know what, let us see how we can get something out of this rookie. And she stepped up, and they showed that they trusted her, and she responded accordingly. I thought that was huge.
Good win. Congrats to Coach Felicia Leggett-Jack, and they will be at the ACC tournament. Elsewhere in women's college action last night, number 24 Florida State upsetting number 3 Notre Dame 86-81. UConn, no big surprise, winning their 5th straight Big East title with a win over Creighton. To the NBA, performance of note last night, Steph Curry in Orlando against the Magic doing Steph Curry things.
Good play by Wendell. Half-court feed. Curry knocks it in. That's what he does. He thrills the crowd here.
Yes, he does. With the 56 points, 12 three-pointers, his 14th 50-point game in his career, 9th over the age of 30.
Nice.
Still doing it, man. And you could hear the crowd. That was at Orlando, and they were cheering him on. It's Steph Curry, man. That's what he does.
It's quite a career.
Chuck's, I've seen different measurements, 51 foot, one said 56 foot. Whatever it was one of the, I'll credit him just for taking the shot, because sometimes guys in the NBA fake taking a long shot so it doesn't count against them as a missed shot.
Yeah.
Or like bonus money. So I'll give him credit for actually not only trying making it, but actually giving it an honest heave.
Yeah. Put some real force behind it.
To do it. Were you watching that game, Velcro?
No, I love, my favorite thing about that whole play is the announcer is just like, no, he made it.
Yeah.
Because they're all so used to this by now. It's just what he does. It's just like, it goes in.
Whatever.
That's another routine shot for Steph.
Yeah,
It's
whatever.
It's insane what he has accomplished and what he is still accomplishing.
121-115 the final score with the win over the Magic last night. Local high school action. Bishop Ludden, about to get a little bigger next year when Bishop Grimes climbs aboard. They beat FM 60-32. They will advance and take on CNS. Last but not least, in hockey action locally, the Syracuse Crunch in town for 2 home games. Tonight against Wilkes-Barre-Scranton. Tomorrow, Rochester coming to the War Memorial. On Sunday, on the road against Utica. So 3 straight games in a row. Later on this morning, around 8, team owner Howard Dolgon dropping by. I believe it is a mental health awareness game, a special game tomorrow night, and he'll tell us a little bit more about that. It's a quick check of sports here. It is 6:39. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. TK. Excuse me. And we'll have next hour Coach Boeheim on the phone. Join us at about 7:40.
Okay.
was the highlight of your day yesterday, Velcro?
I think going to bed.
Yes.
To be honest with you. I don't know. What did we do yesterday at the other job? The other, well, I was asked by my boss at the other job what Sasquatch meant. So that was interesting to explain.
Send them the link. Just send the link.
That was quite kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Going to bed's great. Getting in bed is fantastic.
Yes.
It's just awesome.
Do you have everything on your bed? Real sheets, a comforter, a pillow?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I got 2 pillows.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fancy.
Do you have a fitted sheet and a top sheet?
I think so. I have.
You have 2 sheets. You get between 2 sheets and a blanket. Thank you.
Yeah. I do. I wash my sheets once a week.
Aw. Good for you, Paul. I'm glad. Glad to hear it.
There are a few things I do that are adult-like. Very few.
That's good.
That's one of them.
That is really important. I mean, you should be tidy.
I had a roommate in college who I think washed his sheets once the whole year.
Yeah. That's why you have 2 sets.
Yeah.
You take some off, put it on, wash the other ones.
Well, see,
it's very important.
I have 2 sets. The problem is I'll just wash the one.
Yeah.
Because it takes like 2.5 hours to wash and dry. I'll just then put that one back on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's not the most effective
Sometimes you have favorites. Yeah. I have favorites. I have the favorites. I'll try to wash them and make the swap, but it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's just, I'm just like, because everyone's like, oh, I got to do laundry. I'm like, all right, so you go, you put it in there, and then you sit around for an hour because a whole machine does it for you. Why do people complain like laundry is a hard task?
Laundry's the best. If I have a choice, laundry. I pick laundry.
Laundry. It's so easy.
Yeah.
Maybe back in the day it wasn't, but now it's machines. So now it's
machines. You're not banging. You're not going down to the river with a rock.
No. We're not having to hang up the whatchamacallit outside.
Yeah.
Oh, that shade. It's nice that it starts to get lighter a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It kind of messes up my lighting in here, though. I got to do something.
I'll text the sun to let the light come up. Keep your lighting good.
There's too much light coming through here. Too much light. So is Haim on the phone or is Haim coming in?
On the phone.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not going to work.
Behind.
Just put SU Legend, the Haim.
Yeah. That'd be great.
All-wheel drive transit vans available. So if you're looking to upgrade your fleet or just add to it, Davidson has you covered. Need commercial service? No problem. With 24 dedicated service bays, 76,000-pound lift capacity, and extended service hours, getting your truck fixed has never been easier. Book your sales or service appointment today at davidsonfordpro.com. Davidson Ford.
Nice.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105. Syracuse's classic rock.
And it's 6:44, working our way through the early part of a Friday morning, heading into the weekend and heading into the final day of the month, obviously. And it's the last day of meteorological winter. And on top of all that, it is payday.
Everybody clap your hands.
Woo-hoo. All rolled into one great day.
Come on, y'all.
We're starting out pretty mild here. It is 30 degrees, and it will be in the low 30s. That's about it for today and tomorrow. An asterisk, I guess, would be to the north, the Tug Hill area, at some point of the weekend, getting another 5 to 8 inches of snow. But it's the Tug Hill, and it's still technically winter until the 20th, but the meteorological winter coming to an end there. So some programming notes, just responding to a couple of texts here. Yes, we mentioned earlier that Coach Jim Boeheim will join us, the Hall of Famer, on the Celebrity Hotline at about 7:40 or so. I believe he is in transit, traveling this morning, but has a few minutes to get caught up. We wanted to talk about the TBT and the rumors, I suppose, that he may take the helm of Boeheim's Army when the tournament comes back to the SRC Arena this summer. So we'll get to caught up with Coach there. Aside from that, see other text messages. There's still there was a question in here about Gene Hackman.
Yes,
that's just getting more bizarre.
Do you hear the latest?
Oh, he's mummified.
Partially Yes.
Yeah.
So he and his wife.
They've been there a while, dead.
They've been there a while, and one of the dogs was dead, obviously because it was inside with them. Two of their dogs must have been out in a kennel or something with access to food.
The one that was dead was in the crate. So he was crated and couldn't get out.
Yeah.
But here, I'll just play. I think this is part of the 911 call that the workers who showed up at the house are the ones who discovered the ugly, the door was wide open.
Yeah.
I think we just found one deceased person inside the house. Please send somebody really quick. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring him up here.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedics.
Thank you. Damn.
Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, the caretaker's losing it. Poor guy.
Man. Yeah, they've been there a while. And that when it first happened, the first statement was that it does not appear to be suspicious. I don't know how you can blurt that out without knowing more about it.
Right.
I don't know what part of their department puts out, the reports and the press releases, but that was clearly an incorrect statement.
Yeah. Not suspicious is they fell asleep. They're cuddling in a sleeping position with the dog on the bed sleeping, and then carbon monoxide. That's what you picture in your mind. That is not the scene that poor caretaker walked up to. So his wife, there were pills scattered around, and she was collapsed near a space heater. Mr. Hackman was, as you were saying, had been there so long he was partially mummified.
Yes.
Two of the dogs are running around, and one dog was deceased because it was in the crate. So,
dang. Well,
how awful.
We have not heard the last about that.
Nobody's checking on them. Oh. That makes me sad. Go check on your family.
Yeah, I think. Well, he's 95. How much family was left?
I know, but I know. I mean, isn't his agent checking on him once a week? My God,
he hasn't done a movie in 20 years. His daughter hadn't talked to his father in months, according to the New York Post, for what that's worth.
Yeah.
But claims he had been in, quote, good health.
Sure.
According to that headline.
Oh, man.
Adding fuel. What the hell's going on there? That's just part of this creepy, but we'll cleanse the palate here with just another late sports story. I can term it that way. A soccer match in Germany ended up being called up because a child bit the referee right in the junk.
You might want to put some ice on that. It's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're done. I'm not playing this. Game's over. I'm the ref, and that kid just bit me in the testicles. I'm out of here.
How did he get there? What was going on?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Man, oh, man.
That kid wanted to keep playing? I don't know.
That was a bad call. Anyway, it is coming up on 6:50. Busy morning next hour. Coach Jim Boeheim on the Celebrity Hotline. Crunch team owner Howard Dolgon in studio in the 8 o'clock hour. But straight ahead here, there is always a reason to celebrate, which we will do with 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs. We will do that next.
You're listening to Gomez and...
They're passionate about their soccer.
I tried to pull up an article. I sadly have to pay, and it's all in German, so I don't understand what it's saying. The Datenschützerklärung. Anyone? Anyone know what that is?
What is it?
Datenschützerklärung.
Yeah. Say it in your Google. Don't you have Google Translator?
Oh, I do. Yeah, that's a good point.
Say German.
Probably means put credit card number here.
Yeah. All money.
Yeah.
Google Translate the way I pass Spanish.
All right, I'll go a couple of quick clips here. I'll be right back.
All right.
Well, it means privacy policy.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Ah.
Take a stab at it if you want.
Nagelbergen.
Yeah. Ebenezer Scrooge. It's kind of what I see when the. Oh Lord.
With all the action that JMA Wireless sold for the Syracuse men's basketball season. Purchase your tickets today at Chiefs.com/tickets. At Fox Chrysler Ram, we're out to smash sales records in 2025. We're going head to head with every dealer to prove we have the best prices in town, guaranteed hands down. This currently sees with some brand new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo X all-wheel drive for $289 a month for 27 months. Don't take that short drive to Route 5. We're not just selling cars, we're dealing rides. Experience the difference today only at Fox Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, proud member of the Auburn Auto Group. Stock number C9988, PWPL, MSRP $42,575. 500 MFG rebate applied. $39.99 cash or trade equity down plus first payment tax. $175.695 acquisition, $12.50 New York State tire tax, and $10 New York State inspection fee due at signing. 0 second deposit, 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents mile thereafter. Qualified buyers Atlantis approval. Lease are responsible for all maintenance and repairs and excess wear and tear. Ends March 3rd, 2025.
Whoa, watch out! I didn't even see that guy walking in the dark. That was way too close.
If you walk at dawn, dusk, or after dark, you can see headlights. But can drivers see you? Make sure to be seen. Walk facing traffic if there are no sidewalks. Use crosswalks. Wear bright clothing. Be seen. Pedestrian safety is no accident. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee and the New York State Departments of Health and Transportation.
The auto show continues at Burdick Mazda. Over 350 new Mazdas that you can see, drive.
All right. Hold on a second.
Choose from over 350 at Burdick Mazda at Drivers Village or online at burdickmazda.com.
First lease payment due at signing plus tax. $197.50 doc fee, DMV extra. Lease payments include $650 acquisition fee. No security deposit. 10,000 miles per year. 15 cents per thereafter. $17.30 per month per thousand finance at 2.9% plus tax DMV. Lease and APR offers for well-qualified buyers through participating lenders. MSRP $26,545. Ends 2/28/25. Point Guard Advisors, a company built to assist your every move on the court of business. I'm joined by owner Don Abernathy today. Now, Don, why did you name the company Point Guard Advisors? In 2015, we formed Point Guard Advisors to tie together a CPA firm and a wealth management firm. We were separate operating entities, but we were working together. Point Guard Advisors' philosophy is give us the ball. We don't need to do everything for our clients, but we want to be the lead. We have a game plan, we innovate, and we execute. How does your expertise and your employees' expertise in the wealth management field help out in today's world? All I can say is experience. Over the past 25 years, we've been through the dot-com bust, COVID,
recent market activity, right? And having gone through that, you have to be able to look back at history and understand how history is going to affect markets going forward. Every day we're working with clients to get them to understand that there's a certain way things are going to play out. Inevitably, people make bad decisions in the short term rather than keeping an eye on the ball for the long term.
Point Guard Advisors. Get the conversation started today at 370-9965 or visit pointguardadvisors.com. Gomez and Company, brought to you by Manning and Capani. MedicaidLaw.net. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form. The Lexus NX350 all-wheel drive boasts a platform with low center of gravity that sets the stage for all the possibilities that follow. And you can find it at Burdick Lexus in Cicero. Experience an interior where technology isn't just second to none, it's second nature. Lexus Interface works as an extension of you, enabling you to personalize your multimedia experience and provides seamless, hands-free access to next-generation features. Experience first-class technology with the 2025 Lexus NX350 all-wheel drive, built with every detail centered around you. Give it a test drive at Burdick Lexus in Cicero and shop from anywhere 24/7 at Burdicklexus.com. MSRP $50,624. Lease for 3 years, 7,500 miles per year, $549 per month with $59.99 with signing with 2,500 LFS lease cash applied. Excludes tax, $197.50 down fee, $595 first payment, $795 acquisition fee, EMV extra, 25 cents per mile over 22,500 miles. Valid through 3/3/25. Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105, Syracuse's classic rock.
Alrighty, good. It's about 2 minutes here.
Just Boeheim on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Excuse me.
About a minute and a half here.
Okie dokie.
$30 seconds here.
Okay.
Systems go. This is Syracuse's Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. You're hanging with Gomez and Company.
It is 7:01, and welcome. Thanks for joining us for the Friday morning get-together, heading into the very busy weekend. Text line here to join us is 605-8874. You can also feel free to join us here in the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com. Weather-wise, 30 degrees right now. That's probably about the high today, 30, low 30s. Same for tomorrow, colder on Sunday, but as mentioned, it's the final day of meteorological winter. So we're climbing up. By next Wednesday, we're going to have temperatures in the low 50s. So go ahead and enjoy that. Programming notes coming up later on this hour. Retired and Hall of Fame head coach Jim Boeheim joining us on the Celebrity Hotline at 7:40. The announcement earlier this week that TBT returning to the SRC Arena at OCC in July, and an outside chance that the Coach Boeheim may take the helm of the team that bears his name. But we can run that by him and just get caught up with the Coach Boeheim. We haven't had a chance to chat with him in a bit, so we'll do that. And then also in studio, a little bit later on, Howard Dolgon is the owner of the Syracuse Crunch. They've got a special weekend coming up and a special game tomorrow that we'll hear all about. Aside from that, into next week, couple programming notes. March 1st, obviously tomorrow, meaning technically next Wednesday would be the first available Wednesday of the month, but Fitzy will join us the following Wednesday. So I guess that would be on whatever a week from next Wednesday is.
Yeah.
The second available Wednesday of March.
Yes,
so
it
if you're scoring from home, please make that adjustment.
Yes, that is March 12th.
That's the one.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that, as we always do with that visit. And aside from that, also coming up this weekend, the New York State RV show happening at the New York State Fairgrounds. It opened yesterday. It continues today, tomorrow, and Sunday. More on that a little bit later. But in the meantime, before we locate Central New York's smartest person alive with Question Impossible, we've got some celebrating to get to. And again, that's thanks to our good friends at Lipton. Again, enjoying the hard iced tea, half and half iced tea and lemonade flavoring. Perfect for the warmer summer months ahead, but pretty tasty right now. What do you have there, Lisa? Who would you like to celebrate this morning?
Well, can we have a shot and a shout out for National Science Day?
Science.
Yes, because, we all love science, and I can't wait to tell you about the horrific thing that's coming at you when we do science in a little bit. And it is also National Double Helix Day, because in 1953, the double helix, which is the DNA strand that we all have come to know, it's that they discovered that in 1953. National Double Helix Day.
Nice. It's also, among other things, on national days, National Pancake Day. And I know our pal, comedian Doug Benson, loves the McDonald's McGriddles.
So you can hold it in your hand, it's not sticky. It's like science said, forget about all the horrible diseases in the world. Let's create a pancake sandwich. Let's put all of our efforts into making a sandwich of pancakes that you can hold in your hand. And they did it, and I say bravo and who to the rain.
Exactly. So for those enjoying a pancake today, this is the day to do that.
Very good.
Let me see here. Aside from that, did you have other ones?
No, that was it for me. That's it for me.
A couple of birthdays of note. Happy birthday. I'm 99% sure Coach Red Autry, if I'm not mistaken, enjoying a birthday today. Someone could double check me on that, but I think it's today. Also, the birthday of one William Beagle Jarvis, the world's foremost street lugist.
Very nice.
From Madison County, who put together the Gravity Games a number of years ago. Now back living locally after a stint in Alaska, but happy birthday, Beagle. Also from movies, Allie Larder. Happy birthday today. She famously in a bunch of things, including the first couple of Final Destination movies.
4 years of high school, we haven't said one word to each other. At that moment on the plane, I felt what you felt. I didn't even know where those emotions were coming from until you started freaking out.
Yeah. But
very dramatic.
Also notable among her body of work is from Varsity Blues, where she played the temptress in a whipped cream bikini. Add that to her resume. Aside from that, the other birthday wishes to Pat Monahan. Pat Monahan.
Yeah, from Train.
Absolutely. A very familiar voice. There you go. Happy birthday to him. Also from music, happy birthday to the very talented Cindy Wilson. Again, the voice you would probably know.
Yeah.
From the B-52s.
They were just on the SNL thing, the SNL 50 celebration they were a part of. Yeah.
Let me see here. Let's see. On this day, for people who were watching, and a lot of people were, 80 million or so caught the very final episode of MASH that aired on this day in 1983. Still a great show. So well written and acted, and that particular episode, obviously, at some point, the Korean War did have to end, whether it was the TV version or the real one. But this is from that final episode of MASH, the announcement over the loudspeaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes ago at 10:01 this morning, the truce was signed in Panmunjom. The hostilities will end 12 hours from now at 10 o'clock. The war is over!
There you go. From that final episode. Also, let me see here. From coming on this day deal, this album made it to number 1, I think. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This artist won 8 Grammys on this day all at once.
Oh.
That was a really big year for the late Michael Jackson. 8 Grammys all at the same time. I don't know what the
pretty
most
remarkable.
Is, I'm sure someone won 10 at some point at one time, but memorable at the time. Also, and this is kind of coming into the news again because the current pope is not doing well, and at some point, either one way or the other, he's going to be done.
Yeah.
Either the natural way, because he's 88 and has double pneumonia, but it is, a pope quit on this day in 2003 or 13. Pope Benedict quit. He just kind of ghosted the boss. Said, I'm done. I'm out.
Yeah.
But
he didn't want to do it anymore.
No, as it turns out, he wanted to go on the road with Bob Dylan.
Once upon a time, you dressed so fine. Do the broken down.
Oh, mess.
Then you.
Oh, come on. Do all popes just sound the same?
Yes, they do.
They just all sound the same.
I think that's awesome that they sound like that. Just kind of mumbling away.
Everybody knows the words, so they don't have to really, belt it out there.
Let me see here. Going back, 1997. This is the first day that smokers had to prove they were 18 to buy cigarettes.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, I was just,
There's no smoking in the museum!
But I'm not in the museum.
Get out of here, you filthy smoker!
Yeah, dirty lungs!
Go ahead and kill yourself, stupid tar breath!
Dumbass, get out of here!
Yeah.
Well, have a great day, everybody.
Tar breath.
Jeez, go kill yourself somewhere else. Okay.
Okay. Also, among other things, National Tooth Fairy Day.
You understand?
Yeah.
The concept of the Tooth Fairy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Tooth Fairy output is dropping.
Yeah.
The tooth fairies are dropping their prices.
For the
They're not
first
giving
time
you
in quite a while.
Yeah.
But it is a day to be, to make note of.
Oh, dear God, I've lost a tooth.
Dude, you're lucky. If you put that under your pillow, the tooth fairy will come and give you $1.
What? Did you say the tooth fairy comes here? To our house? She just breaks in like some hood?
Yeah, she creeps into your house at night and comes into your room while you sleep.
Oh, my God.
And sometimes, just for the hell of it, she cuts off a piece of her armpit hair and places it gently on your tongue.
Oh, God, I gotta get out of here.
Little known fact about the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, man, I didn't know that one. Glad she's not visiting anymore.
Also, I guess congratulations, the Sphere in Las Vegas now has a name. Right now, people have been calling it just the Sphere. It is now officially called Orby. Orby is now the Sphere. I kind of think it's a downgrade. I sort of like just calling it the Sphere. But now if you're booking events and you're going to go to Las Vegas, baby, the greatest city in the world, to catch a show at the venue formerly known at the Sphere, it is now called the Orby.
Orby is a little more friendly.
Yeah.
It's less intimidating than the Sphere.
Yeah, well, it's the Sphere.
There's a scary movie, The Sphere.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Dustin Hoffman, Sam Jackson, and Sharon Stone. Is that The Sphere?
Sphere. I'll go with it.
Yeah.
I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Velcro, who would you like to add in there for 7 o'clock shots and shout-outs?
Once again, the website I use to try and find if I know anybody's birthday, famous birthdays.
Yeah.
I know none of these people. And there is 29 of them.
29.
That they have listed. I don't know a single. I know Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Outside of that, that's it. So,
That's it.
And they're all streamers, so I should know who they are.
Oh, boy.
So happy birthday to all these people.
Happy birthday, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Down the hatch and salute.
Cheers.
It is 7:12. So what do you say? Let's go about the business here of finding Central New York's smartest person alive.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
It's time to play Question Impossible to find the smartest person alive.
Get this right, you can brag about it all stinking weekend long.
All
Lisa,
right.
what is today's question?
According to international sources, only 120 people are responsible for making this decision. What is it?
Whether or not schools are closed.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Velcro?
Should everyone give Velcro all their money?
Yes. Yes.
120 people are responsible for making this decision. What is it?
424-8599, the number to dial up if you want to give it a shot on the phone, or text in a guess here at 605-8874. We'll get your guesses after Queen on Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105.
Great idea.
Do it. All right, well, hang on there. We'll get some on the phone here. Not really. Like, after the fact, maybe.
I'm like, all right, but outside of that,
No, it's like, there's so many. They'll announce movies I've never heard of, let alone seen. It's like, it debuted on Hulu Plus last September at the Sundance Music Festival. Like, okay. I'm sure it's good.
Yeah.
Hi, TK, what's your guess?
Declaring war.
Hang on a second. Hi, TK, what's your guess? Hang on a second. Hi there, TK. What's your guess?
Health insurance coverage or claims.
Hang on a second. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Declaring war.
It's not the right answer, but that might be in that category. But it's not the answer that we're looking for. But thanks for the call.
So long for now.
So long. Hey, thank you. Happy Friday. TK, what's your guess? What do you think?
You told me to hold.
Yeah, well, we're on right now, though. What's your guess?
Who the next president candidate will be?
Good. A guess also popular in text, but not the right answer. But thanks for the call. So long for now. Bye-bye. TK, what do you think?
Health insurance coverage or claims.
No, that's just one person, and he always says no. Not the answer, but thanks for the guess.
Okay,
so long for now.
You told me to hold.
I know, but we're on now. TK, what's your guess?
The end of the world.
Hang on a second. TK, what's your guess?
Actual pushing of the button to launch nuclear weapons.
Hang on a second. Here we go. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105 Queen there. It's Gomez and Company here. It is 7:17, and Lisa, we are still looking for the correct guess this morning. And question impossible. Again, the actual question is what now?
According to international sources, only 120 people are responsible for making this decision. What is it?
TK, what's your guess?
The end of the world's coming.
The end of the world. Not the end of the world, but people guessing that in the text as well. Hi, TK, what's your guess? Yellow.
Pushing the button to launch nuclear weapons.
Another Armageddon-ish type of thought there. Not the answer, but popular incorrect guess this morning. Again, 424-8599 if you want to take a shot here on the phone. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
Declaring war.
It's not the right answer, but that might be in that category. But it's not the answer that we're looking for. But thanks for the call.
So long for now.
Thank you.
Happy Friday.
TK, what do you think?
You told me to hold.
Yeah, well, we're on right now, though. What's your guess?
Who the next president candidate will be?
Good. A guess also popular in text, but not the right answer. But thanks for the call. So long.
Okay, so long for now.
Bye bye. TK, what do you think?
Health insurance coverage or claims.
No, that's just one person, and he always says no. Not the answer, but thanks for the guess.
Okay, thanks.
So long for now. That was some of the incorrect guesses from the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com.
Let's see. Nuke attacks, times of football games, mortgage rates, oil and gas prices. You are not the father. No. Let's see. Let me see. Price of eggs? No. Who wins the Oscar? No. Interest rates, Nobel Prizes, what to watch on TV, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction? No, that's a good guess. Let me see. Foreign policy? No. Let me see. Impeach the president? No, none of those. None of those things.
You are the father.
Another couple of similar incorrect guesses from text at the 605-8874. It's not, again, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. None of that. But back to the phones if you want to give it a shot here. Hi, TK. What do you think it is?
How about determining whether we use daylight savings time?
It's not a bad. I guess it's that we do that. I guess what did we say earlier? Next weekend.
Yeah,
that's why I was thinking that.
I like the fact that it's very topical. You get you get bonus points for paying attention. Not the right answer, but a solid guess with some valid thinking behind it. But it's not the right answer. Thank you.
So long for now.
So long for now.
Daylight saving time begins the 9th, which is that Saturday, Sunday.
Hi, TK. What's your guess?
Is it entrance to waterways to different countries in the world?
No, that's pretty.
I love that guess.
Guess here. It's not the right answer, but thanks for the call.
Okay, great weekend to you all.
Thank you. Have a good weekend too.
Thank you.
TK, what's your guess?
Who the next Pope will be?
Who the next Pope? Do you think there's only 120 people who have a say in that? I think they should make a reality show and let all of us decide. What's your first name?
Anna.
Anna, guess what?
Anna.
The smartest man alive!
No.
Way. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Brag about it all stinking weekend long, okay?
I'm going into work right now until
Tell everybody. Right, bye-bye. So long for now. Yeah.
So long for now. Yeah, only 120 people are responsible for making that very important decision, and it is selecting the Pope. When the Pope either dies or
quits,
which this one, our current Pope has double pneumonia.
Yeah.
And I'm not wishing for his demise, really. But when they quit, it's kind of like, meh, and then they just pick one.
Yeah, it's not as dramatic as when he dies.
You're right. It's not as dramatic. Because when they die...
Or if you want to go on the road with Bob Dylan.
Because they beware, now you're bound to fall. Thought they were all
He's pretty good.
Silly.
But, nonetheless, that is the right answer, and congratulations to the smartest person alive. Would you have a say in that, Velcro?
Well, I'm wondering, how do you become the next Pope? Like, can I just throw my name in the ring?
Sure.
I'm not married.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a category to become Pope. You can't be married.
That's true. And the Pope wears Bruno Mali shoes, which don't have laces.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Set up perfectly there. I think I should be the next Pope.
Put it in there.
Are you Catholic?
Yeah.
Are you Catholic?
I'm confirmed. I'm everything.
It counts.
Okay. Yeah. All right. You're there. All right. You're in.
What would be your Pope name?
Pope Pius. I like Pius.
That's I believe the most popular Pope name, with 14 popes using that one.
Oh, really?
Pius.
I paid attention at the sermon.
Pius facts.
I think that's true. I don't know. Nonetheless, congratulations officially to the smartest person alive.
TK99 and TK105. You're listening to Gomez and Company.
It's like the name Pius.
Yeah.
Pope Pius. Well, they all want to be, I'm Pope Pius. I'm the most pious. That's me. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they got hookers in the Vatican and illegitimate children running around. Not anymore, though. Just, a long time ago they did that.
No, but how do you declare I'm
running for cardinal? I think they work
it's the
their way
Cardinals.
Up. They go to the Cardinals.
Yeah. The Conclave of Cardinals.
Isn't that the show that won a bunch of awards the other night? Conclave, the one with the guy from Schindler's List.
I believe you are correct. Conclave did win a bunch of stuff. Yes.
Oh, timely.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's go to the bottom. And right now, I'm looking to timeout stuff here because we'll have Coach. I don't know if there's a guest between Coach and when the Crunch people stop in, but let me take a look here.
Best Pope show ever made. Borgias. The Borgias. It's about the Borgia Pope in 15 whatever. It's very racy.
Well, Hard Knocks, right? The NFL.
Yeah.
Could Gomez had a good idea there. That would be great. Go behind the scenes on picking the new Pope, Hard Knock style.
Yeah, it's like the NFL draft room of the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Guys smoking and Got a big board up there, and
yeah.
John,
I do
John
not
Dorsey
like that
from that clip went to my high school.
All
He
right.
was, I believe he was the guy smoking in that clip. But it'd be great. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that is like the one. I don't want to say one. I don't know. There are probably others, but very tight. The whole thing.
I've always wished that whenever they pick the new pope, they like release the smoke. I've always wished or hoped, because it's Italy and they love their cars, that it's like a mini Fiat in there, and one cardinal just gets in and stamps on the gas and just lets off tire smoke.
No.
And that's how they release the smoke through the chimney.
No.
I've
White smoke, black smoke.
No, it's a bong.
That would
That's
be
it.
even better.
It's stressful to go through those debates and conversations. So you just chill.
Yeah, spiritually.
Yeah.
Spiritual chill. Just get a bong going and then make a big announcement.
That'd be awesome. That's why we need a Harvard-style
That's
pope
the
show.
end of the reality shows. When the Cardinals all light up a huge bong, that's the end of the series.
The room fills with smoke, and we go to the.
All right, so I'm going to play. It'll be about 5.5 minutes from right now. We'll come back on, do something quick, go to a break, and have Coach on.
Okay.
Double checking about other guests that may or may not be.
Okay.
Here's a question.
Oh, Larry, I just want to tell Larry real quick. The show on TV, they made a new one about the Borgias with Jeremy Irons playing the Pope. So I want to say it's Pope Gregory, maybe. Anyway, a lot of sexy time, and it's very violent also. So just like the 1500s. Anyway, Paul, you were going to ask me a question.
The Crusades happened, right?
There were several
three of them,
Crusades.
I know that, but wasn't
Yeah.
one of them during that time period? I believe. Maybe not. Maybe it was earlier.
Earlier.
Okay.
It would have been earlier because this is like. The Borgias take place right in there. It's right before like Henry VIII.
Oh, okay,
It's
that's much
historically. Yeah. Crusades are like 13s, right? Isn't that when the Crusades happen?
13, 14.
I think so. And you're right. There are a bunch. Crusade, war. It depends on who you ask,
Yeah, it's
really,
just a
right?
war.
I mean, it's a big war.
That's why I was at a Catholic school. We would be learning about the Crusades in history or in religion class, and I'm like, "Isn't this just a war?" They're like, "No, it's a crusade." I'm like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
But,
Depends on who you ask, I think.
I haven't had the so-called stale wafer that is the body of Christ.
What?
In like?
Oh, in.
Yeah, I haven't had it in probably
Since you got confirmed.
8 years. Well, I went to a Catholic high school for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And so I had it then, but like, is there a time limit where you got to be like, all right, I got to get reconfirmed? Is that a thing? Or are we just...
Nah, you don't
just
get
show up and
reconfirmed.
they're just like, here you go. Okay.
No. The thing about you have to you're supposed to go to confession before you take communion. Or you can go to that one mass. Gomez would know what it was. You go like on a Tuesday and you don't have to go to confession and they absolve you. It's like absolution day or something. And they would always make us do it in high school. And it was always on a Tuesday. I don't know if that's correct, but that's when we did it.
I used to,
it was I remember now, it was the Tuesday before Lent because Ash Wednesday was on a Wednesday, so we had to do like mass absolution of the entire high school, right? Because kids aren't going to the confession. So the priest is like, and then Wednesday was Ash Wednesday.
Yeah.
So you got to school in your first class. I don't know about you, but they sent us to church.
That's why I loved Ash Wednesday.
Yeah, because the first period was mass, and we all walked across the street.
Yep.
200 kids or whatever we were. Do the thing. So it was like 3 days in a row. We went to church during Lent.
We got out of school. So that was what was important. Well, that's what I used to do.
Yeah, but you still had to go back, and you had to walk around all day with a cross on your head.
So that was for confession in elementary school, I would like actually confess everything. And Father Jim, bless Father Jim's heart, he was awesome, but a huge Steelers fan. He eventually, at some points, he knew it was me coming in, and he'd go, Paul, we don't need to confess every little thing. Okay, we don't have to be in here for 30 minutes, because he knew I was just trying to get out of school. So I would legitimately confess for like 30 minutes. Everything. And he'd be like, Paul, we can hold off on some things here.
I don't think I hated it.
Kind of short here. We'll do a quick science.
Okay.
Into the break. And then I'll get the coach on the other side. But hang in there.
Okay.
Okay, 30 seconds here.
Okay.
Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. That's Tesla there. It's Gomez and Company here. Welcome to 7:31. It's cloudy. We dropped a couple degrees down to 28, and we'll top out right around 30-ish for the next couple of days. The text line here is 605-8874. You can also join us, obviously, in the stream chat of QSportsTalk.com. Plenty going on here this morning. We'll talk some Crunch hockey. Team owner Howard Dolgon do in studio here. Top of the hour. In 10 minutes, we'll talk hoops with the Hall of Famer, retired head coach and Hall of Famer Jim Boeheim joining us. We haven't had a chat with the coach in a bit, so we'll get caught up with him. But in the meantime, we do have a few moments for some Friday morning science. Let's see what you got there.
All right, I've been dying to tell you guys about this all morning long. An invasive, creepy crawler will soon be hatching from its cocoon as temperatures linger into the 50s. It's a worm that can jump.
Wow, I don't
We're
care.
not losers, and that's a loser's mentality, and that guy can go F himself.
The Asian jumping worm is an invasive species. It's native to East Central Asia and has been recently invading natural habitats in the Northeast. And they're coming in exotic plants.
Okay, so
fruit trees.
Every year there's something that's hatching that they scare us about, and nothing really ever happens. I mean, and the last year was the cicadas. It was the once in a lifetime where they all came out at the same time, and then the murder hornets.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
That end up actually not being a bit of a concern at all. But, I mean, that doesn't get clicks.
Yes, that doesn't get clicked. Well, the thing about these worms, a couple of things like, well, worms, what's the difference? It's a worm. Well, these worms, for whatever reason, they are not good for your soil. They are different than regular worms that we're used to. They're not, and you can tell if they're in. So if you went and bought a fancy house plant and you notice that your plant isn't doing well and the soil seems crunchy and granular, it might have those worms in it.
It might.
Well, you can see it. If you take it out, Gomez, I had one of these worms in my house.
Wow.
I bought
What horrible thing happened?
I had a lemon tree, and it wasn't doing. I bought a lemon tree because it was on sale, whatever, end of season, and it was in a teeny pot. It wasn't doing well, so I moved it to a bigger pot. And when I took the tree out to move it into a thing, I saw this thing on my. What the heck is that? It looked like a snake. It was so big. I didn't know what it was, and I was squealing and that's not normally like me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good about animals and stuff. And I went and I just kind of saw it. I thought it was a snake.
Wow.
I thought it was a snake, and I went to grab it because I'm not afraid of snakes.
Sure.
You just grab them by the neck and
Yeah.
you move them. This thing leapt in. I'm telling you, it did jump at me. So now this is where I'm a terrible person, right?
Yeah.
I grabbed the trash can. I scooped him in the trash can. I put it in the trash.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was terrified.
It's
I'm like, oh my
that's
God, what
you
is
do.
it?
When things are in the house, they're fair game. Outside, I'll throw them in the weeds. I'll step over spiders. I don't purposely kill them if they didn't do anything to me.
Sure.
But when they're in the house, it's him or me. It's my house. If I entered into his house, he'd eat me. He'd bite me.
Yes.
So
Dude.
in my house. So other than being scared and having to throw him in the trash, what horrible thing happened as a result?
Well, nothing. He's just slimy,
No,
and he's
that's what I mean.
huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. When they're seeing like this invasive, creepy, crawly, jumping worm, it's not like a little cute worm that comes out when it rains.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, poor worm, let me put you back in the grass. This sucker was as big as my finger, and I am telling you, it was 8 inches long.
Nice.
I didn't know it until I read about this, that's what I had encountered, because the adult worms do grow to 8 inches long. They thrash around when you touch them, and they look like small snakes.
Wow.
And that's what was in my house.
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
Well, we'll keep an eye on
they're really
those.
scary. So if it happened to you, you can contact me via Facebook or Twitch or whatever, and please share your story, because I know I'm not crazy.
Other quick Friday morning science, and we've been talking about it for a while, but it actually happens tonight, officially, the Parade of Planets, with the 7 planets visible in the night sky. Best time to look will be right around dusk. You might only see 4 or 5, however it says, as Saturn is pretty close to the sun right now, and you would need binoculars or a telescope to see. This is just fantastic when they word it this way. You might need a telescope to see Uranus. Yeah.
True. True.
Also, and we discussed this earlier in the week, that asteroid from 2032, now it's basically zero chance that it's going to crash into Earth. But now there's a slim chance it might hit the moon.
Oh, no.
Yes. Something along those lines.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible until it doesn't actually happen either. But nonetheless, it gets clicks. But it might hit the moon.
Yeah. It could hit the moon. I hope it doesn't hit the moon. Goodness.
Anyway, that's a very quick check of Friday morning science here. On deck, the Hall of Famer Coach Boeheim will join us next. Go. All right, let me go get the coach.
Okay.
I like the idea of you starting like a Asian worm awareness group on Facebook where everyone just shares their stories.
Oh my God. I am telling you, it was terrifying. I was because I wasn't afraid initially. When I saw it, I was like, oh, because my husband hates snakes. He's like, I don't know what that kill. He will kill snakes. I'm like, don't kill the snake. So I saw it and I was like, oh crap, I better get this thing before my husband sees it. So I reach over to grab his head, and there was no head, and it started thrashing around. It was the wild. I'm like, what the F is that? Good Lord.
Could have been your new pet.
It's like the thing, alien that busts out of that guy's chest.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looked like, man. I'm telling you. It was huge. It was weird. It was slimy, and it moved around a lot. I did not like it. Somebody said in the chat, you should fish. Yes. If you find one of those suckers, fish with them. Oh, if you can hook it. Oh, God, it was disgusting. I did scream, and I don't scream. I have picked up handfuls of snakes in an infestation situation. I'm cool with snakes. That thing freaked me out. Spiders and creepy crawlies, I do not like. Worms, spiders, centipedes. I'll stomp on a centipede. Like a child. I turned from a grown woman to a child. I'm like, ah!
Yeah. Take out all of its legs.
Oh.
One stomp per leg.
Oh, the bad thing, right, Missy? The bad thing with those things, you stomp on them, they're not dead.
No.
You got to stomp on them twice. You got to extra stomp on those damn things. Yeah. Right, Missy? I'm cool. I just about anything else. I am like, I'll walk away. I'm not terrified. I could do it. Few things will send me to the moon running in like worms and centipedes.
Here, I'll go get the coach.
Okay. Guys, I am telling you the absolute truth. It was like, I can still feel that like what the fuck is that? Because it was so big and it wasn't a snake. That's the thing.
Too immature for that sentence.
Yeah. Yes. But it was like, it was disturbing, dude. And it was like,
yeah.
Black. Well, it is funny because when you read the description, it does sound.
Yeah.
It was like black. It was dark. And it, right? And it had like weird, like rings. It had like funny marking. Yeah. It had like a white ring around part of it. And it wasn't round. It was kind of like flattish part. Oh, it was
if I saw
weird.
it, I'd scream. Sure, I'm not like, if I saw it, I'd be like, oh, no. I live on the 5th floor. I'd probably jump out the window to get away from it.
Oh my God. There is a flying spider. They float. I don't think they fly. They float. Let's see. Hold on. I'm going to look up the, what that thing looks like. The invasive species. Didn't I put that in the stream for you? Yes, Chief. No. It was a big Asian worm. Asian jumping. Asian jumping worm versus earthworms.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. I'm too immature.
In 1 minute, and the coach is ready to go.
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Restrictions apply. Must take delivery from stock. Cannot combine offers. Must finance $25,000 or less. No payment for 90 days through SMF. Up to 60 months with 700 FICO score. Not applicable with lease. Ends March 3rd, 2025.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105. Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 7:43. Gomez and Company here. Lisa live from the loft at the home office as we welcome in Coach Jim Boeheim. Coach, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing there? Is Lisa still carrying the show?
Hi, Coach. It's so good to hear your voice.
Well, I'm still here. I just trying to keep a low profile.
You've been enjoying the broadcast because you've been doing some of the games in the ACC network.
I do one a week, so it's 3 days to do one game. So that's enough when you're retired. I get out there and do a game, and I'll do the ACC tournament games and some courtside stuff there, commentating too after the games. So it's busy enough, and working for the university, doing stuff there. So I'm not really as retired as I would like to be.
Well, I know you still have an office up there, and when we talk to Red and some of the other guys, and you're up there quite a bit.
I'm in every day. I watch some practices. It's been a tough year. People don't. A guy gets hurt, and people forget that he got hurt. So J.J. Starling gets hurt. They lose a couple games they wouldn't lose. Donnie Freeman gets hurt. They probably lose a couple games again that they wouldn't lose. But people just forget that, and they just look at the record and say, well, the record's not good, which we all know. But you do have to take into consideration, you lose two players like that, it's going to affect your win-loss. I mean, you just can't overcome that. You can't replace, number one, your best player, and number two, your probably best forward, easily best forward, and one of the better freshman forwards in the country. So when you lose two guys like that, I mean, that's hard to overcome. I think they've fought through it as best they can, but I think with the nucleus that they could have coming back, if everything, you never know with transfer portal, but if 3 or 4 guys come back, they've got a couple really good freshmen, they get just a couple transfer guys, they could be in a good position for next year. But you can't, it's hard to overcome injuries to your two best players. And I think people don't take that into account. I think real people do, but I think internet people don't. They're not real people anyway, so you don't have to worry about them.
That's a good point, Coach.
Well, what I mean by real people, they don't come to the games. They don't have season tickets.
That's true. They kind of, a lot of them just kind of keyboard warriors and sit in the basement or wherever and fire off their commentary.
The interesting thing about when your fans support you or not, it's not what the radio shows say or callers say. Do people come to games? And for the last 10 years, we've been 1 or 2 in attendance, all 10 years that are supposedly not great years. And they weren't necessarily great regular seasons. There were some really good tournament years in there. But those 10 years, the fans never wavered. They've been there the entire time. And I think people sometimes forget that in terms when they hear the chatter, they read internet stuff. Like me, I'm not smart enough to get on the internet, so I don't know what's going on there. But people do like to tell me that stuff.
Yeah, Jim, what would you like fans to know and understand, and what would you like to tell fans directly? I mean, this is a good chance, right?
Well, what I just said. I mean, we've had 2 key guys go out, and when you bring in 4 transfers, sometimes they don't all work out, and we had a couple disappointments in the transfer portal, but we also didn't have the money that you have to have. The university knows that. If this judge passes this lawsuit, which I think she will, I think that the university will be able to pay the $20 million next year. We'll have the money, and it'll be a more fair playing field. When you spend $1.5 million and your SEC teams are spending $8 million, you're not going to be competitive with them. That's why they have 10 teams in the top 30 in the country. It's player. You can't blame a player if you offer them $200,000, somebody else offers them $500 or $700. That's where the player's going to go, and you can't blame him for that. So we need to step up. We need to get the money, and I think we'll be fine if we're able to do that. If you don't do that, you will not be competitive. You look at our league, Duke has spent the most money. Clemson, Louisville are probably second and third, and they're in second and third place the last time I looked. And Duke's in first.
Yep.
So Carolina spent quite a bit of money. They're moving up into the 5th or 4th spot. So it's about that. SMU spent money, and they're in the 4th or 5th spot. So that's the reality of the game today. I think the fans know that now. We haven't been able to raise it from donors. I had to laugh when I heard somebody on the radio saying, well, I want to give money to the poor kids in Syracuse. Well, this has nothing to do with NIL. I mean, we all should want to help the kids in Syracuse. Our foundation does that every year. But NIL is money for athletics, which has nothing to do with the poverty rate in Syracuse. That's just comical. Most of our big donors don't even live in Syracuse. So, but I think fans know it's you can't judge a coach if he's playing against teams that have better players, and that's where we are right now, especially with the 2 injuries. That would have made a difference. But there's no question we have to be successful in the transfer portal at the center position, at the guard position. Everybody knows that follows basketball. And I think hopefully we can get the guys that we need to come back. And I think we will have the money to be able to do that. And then we'll be able to see, where we are in terms of the basketball program. But that's the bottom line. I think all the fans know that. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't realize that you have to spend money to acquire the best players. And it's funny because even if you do that, Florida State spent tons of money on football. They won 3 games this year. It's not just the money. You gotta get the right guys, and that's not easy to do. Baylor spent a lot of money, and they're struggling to even make the tournament. Kansas State spent huge money. They spent $2 million on one player, and they don't have a winning record. So you have to have the money to be competitive, but you also have to find the right guys, and it's just like it used to be, really. You recruit before the money, you had to find the right guys, and it's still the same way. It's just now you do have the money option there, and that's where the program is. And you can't judge any coach in 2 years, and you can't judge a coach who hasn't had the proper NIL money for 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. So we'll see how it all turns out. I think Fran Brown is a great story on how he raised NIL money, he spent NIL money, and had a great football team this year. And obviously he got a little lucky that he had a relationship with the quarterback, and we got one of the best quarterbacks in the country, if not the best quarterback in the country this year.
True.
That's hard to do. And when you look at that football schedule, it's the most difficult football schedule I've ever seen.
Yeah.
For Syracuse or for most anybody else. 4 teams on the road that were in the college football playoff, something like that, or close to it.
Sure.
That's daunting, but I have a lot of faith in Coach Brown. He'll figure something out. But I just think we're in a position where without the injuries, we would have been better. We need to be better in the transfer portal. Everybody knows that. Coaches know that. But we didn't have the money last year to be better. And hopefully we will be able to do that this year.
So Coach Boeheim here on the... Coach, you're now on the celebrity hotline, by the way. In case you didn't know, that was the number that we call you in from. But on the TBT, that announcement was made earlier this week, and there's a chance, maybe outside chance, you're courtside to coach the team?
I'm going to be very much in an advisory role and help put the team together, and I think we'll get a good coach. But I will be definitely in an advisory role. At a certain time in your life, you're done coaching. I'm done coaching pretty much, but I'm going to help with the team and encourage guys to come back. And I think with Mr. Weissman involved, we'll get enough good players that we'll have a chance to win that thing.
All right.
And really, if the fans show up, if we get enough fans, we'll get the tournament the whole way in Syracuse.
That's a good point. All right. It's fun to have at the SRC Arena.
Home court's a big deal in this thing. Everybody knows that. So hopefully we'll get that done. It'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
All right. Well, Coach, and everybody's well, and the boys are doing good, and the family's well?
Yeah, everybody's good. And now when I hang up, everybody can call in and tell show you how wrong Boeheim is again. So just make sure you tell him I'm not listening.
Okay,
so,
got it.
You know.
Thank you,
Take
Coach.
it easy.
Take care.
Bye.
Safe travels.
Yeah.
Yep. Talk
Bye,
to you soon.
Coach.
There he goes, folks. The Hall of Famer, all wound up and ready to go today. It's okay. It is 7:54. Some guests in studio. We got a busy next half hour. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Go.
It's
99 and TK 105.
Right.
Syracuse's
I'm gonna
classic
mute.
rock. Are you dreaming of a
Rick said she knocked on his window, and Rick said she said she's here for you.
She's here at 8:30.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. I'll go tell her to. That's okay. So let's guys call me over 30-ish. So you can go in here if you want. We're like kind of quieter in here. Oh, okay.
I'm completely okay because I did all the things I was doing because I had to come out here anyway. It all worked out well. Actually, I've been sitting here checking all my emails, so it's all good.
Yeah, we'll come and grab your feet. Probably at 8:30-ish. There's nothing else happening, but that's good. All right, go cool. All right, well, thanks. We'll see you in a bit.
With your business. Romano Toyota is Upstate's #1 best-selling Toyota dealership, where we're down to our last dozen remaining new 2024 Toyota Tacomas. So hurry in, because we're celebrating President's Day all month long with awesome deals like this. Take an instant $3,000 off any in-stock new 2024 Tacoma. Here's just one example. Get a 2024 Toyota Tacoma Double Cab SR5 4x4 that's stickers for $47,300. Take $3,000 off. It's just $44,300. Yes, just $44,300 for a brand new Tacoma. That $3,000 discount is good on any new 2024 Tacoma. And don't wait, we've only got a dozen left. Plus, get low 4.99% financing up to 60 months. And gotta love Toyota Care, no-cost maintenance and roadside assistance for the first 2 years. Hurry, come take a whopping $3,000 off any remaining new 2024 Tacoma, like this double cab SR5 for only $44,300. Excludes hybrid models. Romano Toyota, Bridge Street. Shop 24/7 at RomanoCars.com.
Fuel up at Burn Dairy. Save every day on every gallon of gas with Burn Dairy Debit Pay and have enough left over to buy breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Get the day started with a breakfast sandwich or a Shelby donut and a hot cup of coffee. Swing by for a giant deli sandwich, pizza, wings, wraps, or salad. Pick up dinner on your ride home. Plus, Burn Dairy ice cream or cookie witches for dessert. Burn Dairy and Deli helps fuel your day all day, every day. Burn Dairy and Deli. It's all good.
Hi, Steve Tasker along with Alex for Wester Chevrolet of East Syracuse.
Where right now you can purchase a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT Double Cab 4x4 for only $39,995. A new 2025 Chevy Silverado for under $40,000. Unreal.
Yep, $39,995. MSRP $52,395. Total discounts include $8,000 in total Chevrolet rebates, $4,400 West Herd dealer discount. Offer valid on 2 FL trim level. Must trade in any 2011 or newer Chevrolet to qualify for all rebates. Retail purchase only. Does not include sales tax and registration fees. Must take delivery.
Yeah, you don't leave. Let's go see who really want to go on. You're going to K-Rock, too.
Okay. Syracuse, get $2,000 more than Kelly Blue Book fair market value for your trade-in or lease turn-in. $2,000 more at West Herd.
Based on Kelly Blue Book fair market value minus reconditioning. Offer ends March 3rd. See dealer for details.
Just go to eastsyracusechevrolet.com.
Or come see us today at Wester Chevrolet of East Syracuse. Together, let's drive.
Davidson Ford Pro has opened Central New York's only Ford Pro Elite Sales and Service Center, making them the region's commercial headquarters for Ford Super Duty. From F-250s all the way up to F-750s, Davidson has you covered, plus a full lineup of Ford Transit vans along with all the upfitting you need to make your commercial vehicle the most useful tool in your toolbox. Nobody does sales and service like...
It's so bright in here.
All right. Howard's here, and it's Ulrika Erickson. Ulrika Anderson. She's the mindfulness coach.
Yep.
Ulrika.
Ulrika.
Yeah, come on in. I'll come in here first. Yeah, look at that. I got the... we'll need one more. Hey, there you go. How are you? Good to see you. Good. What's happening? Howard?
I'll be
Back
here.
again? Hi, Katie. How are you?
How are you? Just want her to talk.
Oh, no. I went the whole... Come on, we'll get another set of headphones here for you. Lisa's at
Hi,
home.
kids. Hi, guys.
They're in camera there.
Are you not feeling well?
Hi, Howard. No.
The setup of the home often with the setup to do it from the home offices.
Every day now, working or?
Not every day necessarily.
But yeah, we'll come in. We'll get set up. We can actually go right here at the top of the hour.
What do you want?
Or you're going to talk, or is that Howard?
A little bit. I don't need the headset.
Okay. And then, so why don't you stay right there at this microphone? Okay. And then Paul will set up the camera here so we can.
Oh, you could be on camera. I don't need.
Yeah.
We can see you anyway, Howard.
Yeah. What's that?
We can see you anyway.
You can see me.
Yeah, I can see you guys.
We don't want the general public to see me. My knees are killing me.
Oh, really?
You know what? I think it's the cold weather.
I don't doubt it. I mean, mine is from like shoveling snow off my roof and that kind of stuff. Did you just bang your knee?
Yeah, I did.
I do that all the time when I'm in there.
I just wanted to feel the same pain.
Listen, if there's a way to enjoy myself, I will find it.
Classic rock.
It is just after 8 o'clock. It's Gomez and Company here. Lisa live from the loft at the home office as we welcome in a couple of good friends here from the Syracuse Crunch. Team owner Howard Dolgon. Howard, how are you?
I'm feeling fantastic.
Well,
How
good to
about
see
you guys?
Good. It was good to see it. The Crunch at your service event was spectacular this year.
It really was fun, wasn't it? I mean, great community. The players were just awesome, I think, this year. Participation and
100%.
Really fun, yeah.
It turned into like an arm wrestling tournament, and Wally came out on top. It was.
I thought you were going to take Vance on in leg wrestling or something. I for sure thought. Or mud wrestling or something. Jello wrestling, you and Vance. Come on.
It was.
That's next year.
It was. Yeah, put that on the to-do list.
I think Lisa would be the referee.
There you go.
Thank you.
We could do that. But in the meantime, it's a special weekend here. Again, a busy weekend for the Crunch. You got a home game tonight against Wilkes-Barre Scranton, tomorrow against Rochester, and then on the road Sunday against Utica. But the game specifically, I think tomorrow night, Grace, was a mental health awareness game. And I don't know if I'm saying that properly, but I know that's the theme of it.
And I'm going to let our mental wellness coach, Miss Ulrika Erickson, talk all about it.
Ulrika, how are you?
All right.
Good. How are you?
Good. And again, you're the mindfulness coach. It's been a couple seasons now with the Syracuse Crunch.
Yes,
So,
it has.
What are the kind of things that you work on with the guys and the players?
Well, I mainly work with the staff. I do some meditation with the coaches as well. And I've been working a little bit with the wives and the girlfriends. So we do breath work, meditation, and focus, on mindfulness, and a little bit of yoga as well.
It's
nice.
I want to say that the one time was years ago, and I was part of one of these boot camp type things. And one of the things that was a part of it was yoga every Sunday for like guys like me who had never done it before. I want to say after a couple of weeks of it, I don't know if clarity is the right word, but I kind of felt that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like whatever
nice.
that moment of like things kind of made more sense one day when I was driving into work.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can find that in different ways. If that's the yoga, if that's meditation, or if that's just walking in nature, it's really about just finding what works for you.
Well, I know, Lisa, you're big into that anyway, just getting, enjoying the outside and being outside. I know for me, that's why I like going camping and why I like doing that kind of stuff outside.
Yeah, it's totally energizing. I mean, just the yoga and the, I think it has to do with more like the deep breathing and just not thinking about all the things you have to do. It's just absorb some nature and just be calm in the space. It's really nice. And especially for guys and gals that you're working with who are very stressed out a good part of the time.
Yeah, as many of us are. It's really good for everyone. It's really about learning how to pay attention to your breath.
And how do you like it? I know people are driving right now, or maybe just hearing this and catching little bits and pieces. But what's like a simple thing someone could do even today, like when they try to catch a breath and practice mindfulness?
Okay, so one of my favorite things to do, and I know they do this at a lot of hospitals as well, is the box breath. It's 16 seconds. So what you do is you breathe in, counting to 4. Then you hold your breath for 4 seconds. You breathe out for 4 and hold your breath for 4. And you do that again. So you focus on your breath, just breathing in, holding, breathe out, and hold. And then you can keep on adding that. It really relaxes you. It helps with stress, and it brings down your heart rate and clarity, focus. So it's something that is very, very simple to do that you can, and you can do 4 times, add like a minute a day.
And that's enough to make a difference.
Yeah.
Well, that's the focus of the game tomorrow night. In that, what are some of the other things? I know, again, it's a busy weekend for the Crunch here, but as far as the game itself, I know there's special jerseys.
Yes.
I saw some of those that'll be worn, right?
Special green jersey for the warm-up, which we'll auction off, with a butterfly and Ulrika, the message I know that you were a part of.
Well, the green is for the mental health. That's the color for mental health awareness. And the butterfly stands for growth and transformation. And then the different colors that we have in the butterfly are all for different mental health disorders. So just to acknowledge and recognize that.
See, all good stuff. And I think I'm just happy in general that more attention is paid to the mental health portion of people in general, of their lives, work, home, whatever, because for years it has been just kind of not just talked about, or maybe if you sought out assistance, you were thought of as like, oh, he's weak, he's soft, or whatever. And that's not the case at all.
No, it's not. And what we need to realize and recognize is that body and mind work together. So we need our mind to function, and we need to feel good for our body to feel well also. It goes hand in hand. So it's very important. That's why we cannot ignore or suppress all of that. We need to acknowledge it.
Well, it's going on this weekend at the Syracuse Crunch. You can go on the website, SyracuseCrunch.com, for information about this night and then tickets in general. As Howard, we're getting into March already, so we're getting into the nitty-gritty here.
Now we're just talking about that. I mean, it's hard to believe that tomorrow's March 1st, right?
March 1st.
And, we're riding a 2-game winning streak, which is fun. Teams starting to get in a row, hopefully, and get deep into, the May and June parts of the year for hockey. But we've been real fortunate in this program to get support from, the media support from guys like yourself, our friends on TV, but also from a number of companies. I know, Ricky, you've worked with them. Some of the companies involved in this program.
You want me to?
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
Yeah, so we have the Lobdell family, we have AmeriQ, Anova, Marcon, Pinnacle, and we have New York State through Assemblywoman Pamela Hunter, and then we have Upstate Medical Hospital, which are all great partners.
And for our puck drop on Saturday night, a lot of these partners will be there at center ice. And they've incorporated, some of them have incorporated Ulrika with their employees.
Oh.
So she'll have sessions, whether it's in person or by Zoom, with them, and they find that very effective. And certainly, we welcome having you here with Gomez and the crew, if you like that, for sure.
We could do that.
I know Lisa would be great. But she has to come in.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah, of course.
You have to get out of bed early and come to the studio.
It's okay. We can figure that out.
I love Ulrika. I would hang out with her all day long. Don't tempt me with a good time.
There you go.
Yeah, it'd be great. We could do we're going to do yoga for 3 hours. Go away.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next time she's in, we'll do a live session here on air.
We could do that.
A breathing session and
is it like you're about once a month? How often are you in town?
Usually once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be in touch and then make that happen in maybe early April. Does that work?
Yeah, she said you're in end of May, I think, end of March.
Oh, end of March.
End of March.
I think that's when you
we can figure it out.
We'll figure it out, and we'll definitely do that. Right? We'll make a party out of it.
Perfect.
A low stress party.
Yeah.
It's an event. It's an event.
Howard Dolgon from the Crunch. Ulrika Erickson, the mindfulness coach. Again, 3 games this weekend, 2 at home tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night the special game that we're going to focus on. So stay well, and thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Great seeing you as always.
Yeah,
Lisa, good seeing you too. And
good to see you too.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Lisa.
Thanks, guys.
Perfect. There we go. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones there.
Yeah, Erlich, I'll hang. If you ever want to hang out, Howard, you have my number. Give it to her. She can call me anytime. I'm around. Text me.
You should be hanging.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could be trouble though. I don't know.
No.
Bad influence.
No.
You're not to be trusted.
No.
That's where the party. It's. You can do yoga with.
Lisa, are you in here at all during the week?
Yeah, all the time.
Oh yeah.
So just today you didn't come in?
Yeah. Usually Tuesdays I come in, but Gomez and I both have had colds, so I think we didn't want to reinfect each other and just
I don't blame you. He's still doing the real estate?
Yeah.
Is that going okay?
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like this though,
No, I know you love this.
This is my love.
But I would think with Micron coming, it's going to heat up real estate. There's going to be problems
I
here.
live in the northern.
There's going to be good problems with Micron, but they got to get their act together.
Great seeing you.
Yeah.
Same here. There's no infrastructure here.
No. You should see 31, Howard. It's crazy. Bye, you guys.
Have a great day.
You too. Text me, call me. Bye, you guys.
Oh, should have had Howard sign the magazine. Just thought of that.
Oh, do you have it?
Where is it? Do you know where it is?
Is it still there? I left it there.
Look for it.
Oh, I forgot.
I just remembered that. Gomez probably knows.
Did I take it with? I don't think I took it. Maybe I did, but I thought I left it there. Oh, damn it. No, I did leave it there.
Yeah. You have any idea where the magazine is? You can get Howard's autograph.
I forgot to have Howard sign. Yes.
I don't know where it is.
Damn it. Is it on my side, Paul? It's probably too late now.
Yeah, they're
on K-Rock.
They're down the hall on K-Rock here.
Can I have your autograph, sugar? Oh, got there, I'm shaking. Can I get your autograph? You look good for over 55. I don't see it anywhere. Tim McGraw and Faith Hill are Love Carries Us Through from People Magazine.
Emerald. They're doing as part of this. I was walking them down to the K-Rock studio, and they forgot to mention before the game. It's an event, mocktails for mental health with the Crunch.
Yeah.
At Emerald Cocktail Kitchen. Where's that?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm glad to take a look here.
I've never heard of it.
I don't go out much like I used to, so I.
Neither do I. So tell me all about it, Emerald Cocktail Kitchen.
Emerald Cocktail Kitchen is on Fayette Street. Hang on there. To me, it's easier to tell me what it used to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is. That used to be. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. Go around to the front. That's Mr. Jackson. I don't know why.
No idea who that is.
Man, people are just like showing up now. Like, it's a Central New York's Emerald Cocktail Kitchen. It's a rooftop bar. Hang on.
Oh.
Read the story.
Fayette Street. Okay.
Emerald Cocktail Kitchen on Tip Hill.
Oh.
Okay, look at all we've learned here today. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. It's Rolling Stones there. It's Gomez and Company here. Thanks again to Howard Dolgon and Ulrika Erickson, the mindfulness coach from the Syracuse Crunch. One of the events happening with regards to the game tomorrow night, Mocktails for Mental Health with the Crunch. On Saturday, that's tomorrow from 12:30 to 2:30. It's at the Emerald Cocktail Kitchen on Tip Hill. It's $45. That includes a ticket to the game. And then it's also $10 for every ticket going to safe space organizations.
Nice.
Which is nice. And it includes a registration to watch the game. Again, it comes with a ticket. But that's happening tomorrow. Mocktails for Mental Health. You can get the tickets online or just show up there at the Emerald Cocktail Kitchen on Tip Hill. That event starts at 12:30. A full day dedicated to mental health awareness, which is great. In the meantime, let me see here. It's at 8:15. This is like an action-packed morning radio program. Guests flying in and going every which way. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back. Yeah, I could have. I wasn't going to put them on, but
No, he just said he got Cheryl tickets. I guess I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just was like, oh, they're already here, and they like knew each other.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, cool. They seem to know what they're doing.
All right, that's cool.
Let them.
Yeah.
What they're doing.
Okay. Hey,
He said, what did he say? He told me Bob Close is sending guests in, and then he saw her, so I'm guessing she is one of the
Yes.
guests for
Yeah.
the ticket. Yeah. So.
State Fairgrounds, presented by the McGuire Automotive Group and proudly produced by the Syracuse Nationals.
Ready to indulge in a refined
I would clarify.
by the river. Enjoy incredibly delicious creations. Wednesday night, it's clams, $10 steamers, and $14 clams Provençal. Thursday, join us for $2 oysters, and of course, Saturdays are all about the prime rib. Fireside by the River, a refined, approachable dining experience along the Seneca River in Baldwinsville. Make your reservation now at firesidebytheriver.com.
All right, so we'll tie up loose ends here.
Okay.
And then at 8:40 or 8:45, there's because I'm doing that event that I did last year for the Oswego YMCA. It's a comedy night, so that's there's some guests from the YMCA that we'll have in the studio here, but not till like 8:40.
Okay.
A whirlwind.
Yeah. 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 Well, I put in a link to watch The Worm. So if you want to watch The Worm, just scroll back a little bit to look at the Crazy Worm video. Let's see.
Have you ever wondered what makes a song after you first hear it stick with you throughout your entire life? It's like that one true friend that's always there beside you when others seem to come and go. And then fade away. Since 1944, DB Pascal Chimney Roofing has offered our exclusive.
All right, it's about 3 minutes here, and we'll have some leftovers here.
Okay. All right.
Remember being with the SU, and I forgot it was one of the Sweet 16s. And they lost, I don't remember where it was, but I was sitting next to a guy from CBS Sports, Greg something. I can't remember his name.
Greg Bryant.
What's that?
Greg Bryant? I don't know why that name sounds familiar.
It was not like a big star type
okay.
CBS guy, but he happened to work for CBS
Yeah.
Sports. But time came out kind of like in that mode, just firing away or whatever like that. And it was like toward the end of his. It was about when they thought he might be retiring, but he didn't. But the guy, he was all fired up. And he was just like one right after the other. But the guy said, "I'm really gonna miss him when he's no longer here.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna miss this." Because like guys were like typing and recording, and it's like, this is great.
Fantastic. Now, when I was sitting in press conference last year for Autry after games, I just hold my phone there.
Yeah.
Like that was it. It was like
Yeah.
nothing against Autry. It was just boring.
Yep, this is the new reality.
I don't. With Boeheim, I'd be taking it away, probably making sure like I have it perfect because I wouldn't want to listen to the recording. I'd want to get it out.
Get it right.
But like I'll be in a strong advisory role.
Yeah.
Will not.
He cleared that up, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
There's probably a clip that you can
That's gonna be
put on there.
If he said he'd be coaching, I would have sprinted out of this room to go coach that immediately, though. Immediately. That would have been up in 5 minutes. Breaking Hall of Fame head coach Jim Boeheim returns. Coach.
Be in advisory role.
Yeah, strong advisor. That's what I should do. I should do breaking.
Yeah.
And Coach Jim Boeheim returns in a strong advisor. I should bait everyone. That's how you do it these days, right? You gotta clickbait them. I should do that.
Clickbait them.
I'll clickbait everyone. I'll do returns to a ... I'll leave it on a cliffhanger.
Okay, about 20 seconds here.
Turn in $2,000 more at West Her.
Based on Kelley Blue Book fair market value minus reconditioning. Offer ends March 3rd. See dealer for details.
Just go to eastsyracusechevrolet.com.
Or come see us today at West Her Chevrolet of East Syracuse. Together, let's drive.
Gomez and Company on TK99 and TK105. Syracuse's classic rock.
It is 8:21. A couple loose ends here to tie up before we send you loose on the weekend, Lisa. Anything left over there from the loft at the home office?
I had one last piece of science for you. It was just like a remainder, but it can kind of go either way. It's really interesting about a Chernobyl study.
Yeah.
So, everybody probably remembers the meltdown at Chernobyl, and they evacuated everyone from the area. Nobody's been there for years, but there have been reports that animals that were left behind continue to live and thrive and grow, right? There are dogs there and all kinds of things. And they're actually learning a lot about how radiation affects communities and the environment and stuff. And they're looking at frogs, and they say frogs that had high levels of melanin, meaning they were darker frogs, did better. The darker skinned frogs did better. Apparently the darker skinned frogs, it protects them against the radiation. So, so there are frogs and dogs and all kinds of things at Chernobyl.
All right.
And they're still alive. So, it's still not good. It's like the highest levels of radiation on the planet are still found here, but there's nothing they can do about it. So don't go there on vacation. Just letting you know, all is not lost. There are still creatures there.
I guess on the same category of leftover science, just on a poll, where do you brush your teeth? 71% of people stand at the sink.
Yeah.
20% of people said they walk around the house.
Really?
While they're brushing the teeth. 3% of people say they brush their teeth sitting on the toilet.
Oh, okay. 3%, low number.
Low number, but I mean, I suppose that's multitasking.
I guess,
anyway, I don't think I could. That's not me. I don't think I could.
No,
I could do that
in the shower, maybe.
That was about like 10% said they brush their teeth while they're in the shower. I mean, I would if I was going to do one of those multitasking things, that would be my option.
Sure. And if I were at the gym, I would definitely brush my teeth in the shower first, because when you go to the gym, you bring your stuff with you into the shower.
Yes.
And I don't want to put my toothbrush down in the shower at the gym. Right? So if you're going to do that, that might be an occasion.
Velcro, where would you fall into that poll category?
So, I mean, some mornings I stand at the sink.
Okay.
Other mornings I'm walking around.
Which is most people is 71%.
I'd say the most effective is standing at the sink. And probably the best option because sometimes when I walk around, you never know. It could go everywhere.
Yeah. Do you ever wind up choking yourself when you're walking around a little bit?
No, not really.
What? Yeah, well, like brushing your teeth. I always think, like, what if you fell? You would be impaled by your toothbrush. I don't know.
Wow.
How'd he die?
I know.
He fell and his toothbrush went through.
You need to do yoga with Ulrika soon.
I think I need some yoga now.
This is the last day of the month, obviously. It is the 28th. Tomorrow is March 1st. And as we mentioned, it is also payday.
Everybody clap your hands.
Which is always good news.
Thank goodness.
Come on, y'all.
But at the end of the month, our good friends at the Google Trends, a couple of leftover nuggets that I guess technically could have been under the science umbrella, but these were the most Googled questions in the month of February. And a few of them had to do with the Super Bowl, like what time is the Super Bowl, etc. But one of the biggest questions Googled in the month of February, Super Bowl related, how tall is Kendrick Lamar? Okay.
How tall is he?
He's 5'6".
Really?
Yeah, just a little fella, like Kevin Hart sized.
Yeah.
Anyway, that wraps that up for the month of February. What do you have on tap for the weekend, Lisa?
I think I'm going to have to repot all of my big plants because I'm just dying to see another Asian jumping worm freaking me out. And I posted that in the stream chat in case you want to check out the thing that terrified me that now I'm on the hunt for, the invasive species.
There you go.
Doing that.
Deep fry it with batter and put ketchup on it. And I'm telling you.
Deep fry anything, I suppose it tastes good.
Well,
anyway, all right.
Weekend. We'll see you back here next week.
So long for now.
So long for now. It is 8:26, and here's Journey on Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105.
That sounds like a Florida Man challenge.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you next week.
Have a great weekend.
All right, buddy.
Yep.
Have a good weekend, kids. Bye. Bye.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, you don't need a break now until we go on the air there.
All right.
Oh, let me see. Yeah, how many times are
twist it around. Oh, there we go.
Yep, there you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, yeah, you'll just need them when we go on, when the sky stands on the phone there. So.
Sounds good. We got a
But,
nice window there, too.
Yeah, this is a good spot here.
Yeah.
This time, middle of January, it's different.
Yeah.
It's dark and it's just
gloomy.
But from here out, like once the sun starts coming up earlier, you get a blue sky. It's
Yeah.
really a great spot to be.
I used to work downtown at the Money Building for a long time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
I did.
for whom?
I worked for Mutual of New York when it was
Oh, no
Mutual of New
kidding.
York. That was before, years ago.
How long ago?
Oh, God. Oh, way too long ago. That
I know.
dates
Do you
me.
remember her name, Mary Carrillo? Or Mary Sullivan?
No.
She was my wife's cousin. She worked for money at that building for a year.
Yeah. My uncle worked in the brokerage department. Jim Munger. And,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he worked there, and that was
All
the
right.
year that the thing
Well,
collapsed.
let's go on the radio here. Classic Rock, TK99 and TK105. It's Journey there. It's Gomez and Company here. It's 8:30 right on the stinking button. Don't try that at home. That is reserved for professionals only. That's right. As we welcome in a good friend of the show from the Oswego YMCA, it's Cheryl Baldwin. Cheryl, how are you today?
Hi, how are you?
Good. And your official position within the organization is?
The executive director.
Wow. Right to the top. Well, good to see you again, because I saw you last year, and we're doing it again next week. It's the Oswego YMCA's Comedy with a Cause.
Yeah, so it was so much fun, and so we decided to do it again this year. So we thank you for participating again.
I'm looking forward to it for a couple of reasons. One, it's just a lot of fun, a great group of people, and it was a great venue and all of that. But also I'm looking forward to working with an old comedy friend from back in the day and joining us on the celebrity hotline, Sky Sands. Sky, you're on the celebrity hotline.
I can feel it. It feels so good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful, and I'm jazzed about next week.
The show is a week from tonight, and it starts at 6:00. And I haven't seen you. I mean, I worked with you once at a show at the in the Genesee Community College. It was a fundraiser.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, that was a long time ago, but that's when I worked with you last.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy! Yeah, I'm first of all, I'm glad to hear what you're doing and that you're keeping busy. I'm really busy, and things are just they're a lot different but the same. A lot of energy, very jazzed to be in Oswego next week. I've got the magic, the comedy, the magic, the madness, the mind reading, very audience participatory, and I'm just wow. There's so much I want to discuss, but I only have like 45 minutes with you right now, right?
Well, it's a fun night because there's music and the comedy, and as you mentioned too, the things that you're bringing with your mental and the magic. I must say, way back, Sky, probably the first time I saw you was at Wise Guys, like the original location on Bruce Street, and you were there one night and very audience participation, bringing people up on stage. For different parts of your act, and one of the young ladies that you brought up on stage ended up, and I didn't know it at the time, ended up being my wife.
I don't believe that. I remember that, and she was my wife for a while.
Yes, you remember.
Oh my gosh, that was really awkward the time we both bumped into each other, but then you took over.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Do you remember any magic that I did that stands out in your mind that you want that I should do again? Or I mean, it's been more than 2 years, right?
It's been more than 2 years, so probably anything you do is going to be new to me.
I am so excited. I can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I got to tell you. I'm jazzed. Oh, we are so the same right now as far as back then. I think I dressed crazy and I had a lot of hair. I had a lot of hair.
We're 2 for 2 right there.
Right, and now I don't dress as crazy. I've got the hair, but it's on a styrofoam head in my closet. I don't. Oh, and you know what? I just saw I have a movie out.
Really?
I've got a couple of them out that I've done since then. The one silly one you can watch before. It's called Bottom Feeders. No, I'm serious. I am curious. It's called Bottom Feeders. It's there's two of those on Netflix, but mine is the one that's not with Rutger Howard, and it's I'm being serious. No, it's so funny.
I'm Googling it right now.
Not. I'm sorry, not Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, Bottom Feeders with Sky Sands.
Yep, you Google that. I'm serious.
I'm doing it right now.
All right, is it?
Okay, hang on.
All right.
Completely inappropriate jokes with Sky Sands. That's what pops up.
No, well, no. No, that was an interview. That was an interview with a lady.
Here you go. Bottom Feeders, you played Robertson.
Yes, Professor Robertson.
There you go. It's real. You're a movie star.
And these are the movies you could see without those little tokens too. I mean, it's a longer movie, and those were just hard times. What can I tell you?
Well, you do what you got to do to make a living.
Hey, you know what's interesting is I'm going back to Oswego next Friday. Do you know I'm doing a show there next week?
No, I didn't have any idea, Sky.
Oh, the cool part, the weird part is when I got my first manager, my first agent, I moved to New York City, and the first call I got was they go, "You got a gig," and I went, "Wow!" They already know I'm here, and they said the gig is in Oswego, New York, and I said it took me to move to New York to get a gig in Oswego, and this was really, really, really when I first started, and the place was called GLI.
Great Laker Inn.
Yes, sir.
I remember that. The show next week that we're doing together, it's at the Lake Ontario Event Center. And Cheryl, who's from the Y, tell us a little bit about that part of it, Cheryl. Like, where exactly, for those maybe not familiar with the Lake Ontario Event Center, where is that in relation to Oswego?
Well, that is right off the lake. It is not far from RY. It's right at the event center is right near the two hotels by Broadwood Hospitalities, who is also helping us with this event, which they're great. So it's very easy accessible. If you come right in off of 481, you just go straight through, and you can go right towards the lake, and you'll find it.
Easy to get to.
Easy to get to. Very easy to get to.
Hi, Cheryl. I got the camera. I can see you. Give me a wave.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, it's funny, folks. You don't realize it. They really waved.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
I'm looking forward to having fun and raising money for a fantastic cause next week.
Well, we thank you, and the Y is all about bringing people together, right? And creating that community, and I'm so glad that we were able to bring you two back together, which is really great. So that just another facet of what the Y can do, right? The YMCA, this fundraiser is big for us this year. It is our 170th anniversary.
Wow.
We've been part of the Oswego landscape since 1855, providing services and programs for many, many years. And
it's got to be one of the oldest ones in the country, I would think.
It is one of the oldest, yes. So we have a lot to celebrate this year, and we have a lot of other things planned too as well. This is a kickoff to our annual campaign as well, so we can raise some funds to continue on doing the services and the programs that we do to support our community.
Well, the show is wonderful.
Will there be cake?
Well, if you want cake, I think we can make that happen.
Also, during my show, people have a chance to win valuable cash prizes. For real.
Really?
So, I mean, I'm not sure. The show starts, I know the event starts at 6. The show starts at 7, right?
Yeah. So I'll open up and I'll get everybody all wired up for you, Sky, and then hand it off. And it's a great audience, a really great crowd, great group of people. We had a blast last year, and hopefully many of the same or all the same people who were there last year can get tickets if you haven't done so already. And you can get them at eventbrite.com. You can go in person at the Oswego YMCA.
Yes, you can.
Why do I have to buy tickets if I'm going to be doing a show there?
Well, we didn't tell you. I'll put you on hold and I'll fill you in with some of the details.
What's the dress code? What are people going to be wearing?
Dress code, Cheryl.
Clothes.
Yep. It's not a naked thing like the ones you normally
just
do.
Make sure you wear your clothes. Yes.
Oh, so it's not black tie or anything like that?
No.
Casual.
No.
Very, very casual.
It's
very
supposed to be a fun and just an extraordinary fun night for everybody to come out and have a good time. I mean, especially coming off all this snow that we've had, and and it's just a good laugh. Just come out and have a really good, relaxing evening.
I promise. I am so looking forward to this, and I'm just, and I'm not even giving you any of my material on the phone right now because I'm just so jazzed to talk to you, and that anyone would talk to me. That this is great.
Well, Sky, listen, thanks for for real. I'm going to put you on hold just for a second here, but great to chat, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next Friday night.
Oh yeah. And I'm going to bring a shovel just in case.
Okay. It is
Let's hope you don't need it.
That's right. I hope so too.
Hang on one second, Sky. And Cheryl, again, thanks for the visit here, and I'm looking forward to it. It's 1 week from tonight. Again, it's Comedy with a Cause for the Oswego YMCA. It starts at 6 with jazz music and cocktails, and then a full night of fun.
It'll be a lot of fun. And before we go, I just want to make sure that you know that we couldn't do this without the help of Compass Bank, Compass Federal Credit Union. They sponsored us, and some of the people that are coming out and supporting us by buying the tables and also sponsoring those two as well. They're a big supporter of RY, and we really, really appreciate them.
And that's a good note, by the way. You can get tables. There's individual tickets and tables.
You can get individual tickets.
So if you got a group of people, a business, an office.
And we've had that where people come in and they bought it as a table. So it's going to be a great night. Lots of raffles, lots of fun stuff. Come out and have a good laugh.
Cheryl, we'll see you next Friday.
Absolutely.
You're listening to Gomez and Company.
Perfect. Like an old pro right there. Sky.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. And it's
I hope it was okay that I didn't do any material.
No, that's fine. No, for real though. I remember at the Wise Guys, because my wife was, and I met her like a couple years after that show, but it kind of just came up in conversation. So I was at that show. You were at that show, or whatever. And then she was one of the ones that got up, and I don't remember what whatever magic trick you were doing with the audience participation, but it ended up being eventually my wife.
How long have you been married now?
30. Well, I better get this right. 34 years. It'll be 34 years in September.
Wow, 34 years for me in July.
No kidding.
Wow.
Look we will celebrate that on next Friday.
Wonderful.
Well, I married your wife in July.
Oh, okay.
It really is. Okay, I look forward to it. Thank you so much for sharing your morning.
Absolutely.
And that's Catherine?
Cheryl Baldwin.
I'm sorry. I'm looking forward to meeting you, and we'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to it.
Good group of people, fun night. Looking forward to it, Scott. Thanks.
Are you going to be wearing jeans?
Yeah. I'm going to wear jeans and maybe like a sport coat, but with like no tie or anything like that.
Right. So a suit is not necessary.
No, a suit is not necessary.
Well, I guess I can't wear my ball gown then. Yeah, that's okay. I'll bring my jeans too.
You would probably be the most overdressed if you wore a suit there.
Yeah.
You'd probably be the only guy wearing a suit there.
Absolutely.
Don't like it won't happen. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you, and I'll be in Friday.
Perfect.
Next Friday.
Excellent. Thanks, Guy.
You're very welcome.
See you next week. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. All right. Bye-bye.
It's
All
going
right,
to be
cool.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm
I'm
excited.
looking forward to it.
I
Yeah.
am too.
It's a fun. We had a blast last year.
We did, and now
it's a
we've
fun.
got a little bit better setup too this year with Broadwell's having you'll be able to spread out a little bit. And you'll be able to front and center.
Lather, navigation, they're amazing. If you want a sedan, all-wheel drive car, the Chrysler 300's the one. Right, Judy?
Yep, Tom.
Thank you very much.
I didn't have a whole lot.
It's the Start Something New sales event at Parquet Chrysler Jeep. Call 598-8118 or visit par-k.com.
At LeGuilly Construction, they love bringing your vision to life. Picture this, your dream project designed, planned, and built with care, all starting with an in-home consultation. Whether you're renovating your kitchen or building a new deck, LeGuilly Construction provides a step-by-step plan to make it all happen. And their experts ensure it's done right the first time. From start to finish, LeGuilly Construction is with you every step of the way. So call them today at 315-907-HOME or visit lconstructioncny.com. LeGuilly Construction. Let's build something great together.
Hey there, it's JJ Starlin, where the home court advantage is real when it comes to finding your next vehicle. Start at RomanoCars.com, the best dealership website out there. Why is it so awesome? Because Mike and Joe Romano went all out to give their hometown customers a fast, convenient, and friendly shopping experience. Unlike so many dealerships right now, the brothers have kept the Romano dealerships truly local. and they're accountable to you, their community members. So you'll find things like up-to-date inventory, the latest offers in inventory, even financing and lease calculators, all at your fingertips. The other advantage you have is the Romano team of internet specialists. These are real, local people with real answers about vehicles that catch your eye online. No AI. That's why only the Romanos have their real people promise. You'll talk to a human, not a bot, when you chat, text, or call their dealership. So if you're searching for your next vehicle, there's only one website to know. Head to RomanoCars.com and then tell them JJ.
So they, instead of buying a plane ticket for their engine builder, they put them on the shipping container with the car.
There you go.
Shipped into Australia. That's awesome.
Oh, let me get this.
I don't know if OSHA would agree with that. But it's for a good story.
Matt, you know, I offered to do it on the phone because I knew that she was coming from Oswego, but no, she wanted to. She has family in North Syracuse, she was saying, too, so I think she's, after here, going to go visit before heading back to Oswego. But I offered. Yep, don't wear a suit, Chief.
At Bill Rapp Subaru, we're out to smash sales records.
It's a good room there. I do remember that now.
With every dealer to prove we have the best prices in town, guaranteed, hands down. Right now, lease a brand new 2025 Subaru Impreza base all-wheel drive for $169 a month for 36 months, or
Fright and a walk, Todd. I agree with that. You can't go wrong with it. A custom suit jacket made. Man, you know, I'm just scrolling back again, trying to get caught up with some of the messages here. There was a guy, and he since retired though, on North Salina Street. Berardi's tailor. He would have been able to help you with that. I mean, in Armory Square, but it wouldn't. It would be more than. They'd probably be the upper end of the budget. But the Mr. Shop does custom jackets and suits and stuff like that. Yeah, the Barring Stone is big, Todd. You're right. It is big. Yep, no suits allowed, Chief. Larry, good to see you on here. And I did scroll back and say, yes, I am maybe 147th in line for the throne. But that's a wrap. Good luck to the Orange tomorrow in hoops and lacrosse, SU out at Utah. Back on Monday, and that's a wrap there. So everybody have a great weekend. Hopefully nobody has to shovel too much snow. I think we're getting a little bit, but nothing like what we got there. So enjoy. Back Monday. Until then, so long for now. Bye, everybody.